G'day everyone and welcome to Vipers Gaming. Thanks for joining us. And today we will be playing Mass Effect Andromeda. And here we are on Kadara. I fast travelled down to the main port area to save us having to drive back from the last one. And we can start doing the missions in this area. Well, now that we've done the few things that... it's probably one more mission we need with Joel, but... yeah, we'll keep the same team. So let's duck down here real quick.
Pretty harsh learning that shit on Vold. Bright side, no children. Every cat an enemy.
An enemy who used to be family.
Right, we'll call it a wash.
This body was dumped here, as Daenerys claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation.
So the great thing is, as I said, you can easily just run through this stuff now.
The locker contains personal items. It is registered to the Parchero.
Parchero? This is from the Solarian Ark.
More of your allies?
It looks like a salvage team is hunting down these lockers. Meaning there's more. The Solarians are out there somewhere.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Excellently done.
I figured it was that, I was just wondering why the scanner was acting weird. But this makes life so much easier, just run straight through the water instead of trying to jump from island to island or go around this or go around that. We'll go back and get our car instead of running around. Even though we're halfway there, either way, it's just as quick either way. Because then after we grab that other body scan, we'll go and deliver the parts for the bad news about the parts for the windmills, and then we'll head to the southeast and continue that part of that mission. Whee, that was fun.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
So these murder victims aren't the same victims that were appearing in Kadara Port being murdered. It's actually two separate missions.
Drac, what do Krogan like to do for fun?
Define fun.
Never mind.
This technology is unaffiliated with Kadara's factions, Pathfinder. Its owners are likely criminal class.
Found your scavengers. Dead. A fiend got them.
And the turbine parts?
Destroyed. Nothing left but scrap.
I'll take satisfaction knowing my yard drive isn't being used by a bloody scav. Thanks, Pathfinder.
What do you think about Kadara?
Smells like week-old eggs and curdled milk.
So you regret leaving the Nexus?
Pathfinder, I regret leaving the Milky Way. But if Kadara's taught me one thing, it's that there's no time for regrets. Live in the present or die thinking about the past.
Who runs the wind farm?
It's a communal effort. Everyone helps maintain the turbines. But me and the Solarian are the only trained technicians. So, naturally, that puts us in charge.
Does the Solarian have a name?
Yeah, and if he was ever nice, I'd use it. Until then, he's just the Solarian.
Stay safe.
Yeah, sure.
So now we're pretty much at a halfway point, whether to go down here or to go to the left. Since we've got a fast travel point already unlocked over here, I'm just going to go down to the southeast here, do these two missions so that we can fast travel back, and we'll also unlock the Fort Operations thing here so that we can travel down there if we need to in another storyline. Mark the mission so it's easy to get to.
You're tougher than you look.
And you're smarter than you look, Drac. Stubborn, though.
You talk like stubborn and smart aren't the same thing.
Hey, my wife would have a good opinion on that one.
Got them all.
We didn't shoot at anybody, so how did we get them all? Right. Let's do a quick call in here. I'm pretty sure there's a mission thing here real quick. Never understood why they put this level in.
Been hiding from those outcast bastards for 3 days now. They're pulling out all the stops to get their credits back. Haven't eaten in days. So thirsty. Fuck it. I know it should be filtered, but I'm taking my chances. Water is water. Oh, God. This...
Could have just put it through a simple charcoal filter, mate. You would have been probably okay.
You're older than some civilizations.
Personally made sure of it a couple of times.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
More and more edible food for the Nexus. And the rest of the colonies, I guess. There's another mission right in front of us. Let's go check it out.
Acceptable losses describable, whereby civilian and military casualties fall within a threshold deemed tolerable for overall victory.
Greetings.
Deeper extrapolation
Error.
on the matter
That
is
interaction is not understood.
Who put this
Report
data pad
logged.
here? It's not mine.
Retreatism does
What's
not
happening
mean
here?
abandonment or rejection of
Who are you?
societal goals and
Is this your data
values.
pad? Are you one of them?
Extrapolation on the matter
Easy.
is
Whatever's
ongoing.
going on, I'm not part of it.
Counterforce targeting.
We'll see. Everyone's acting crazy, spouting all that nonsense. I can't remember how it started. I'm not even sure how I got here.
What do you mean?
Nobody's in their right mind. And there are these people, others. They showed up and they left this data pad. Ugh. Ugh.
What did these people want?
If I knew, I wouldn't be asking you.
Behaviors or
I heard one of them say,
violate
we left the data
societal
pad
norms.
behind. Ugh.
Deeper extrapolation on the
I'm-
matter is ongoing.
I'm fine now. I'm sorry to trouble you. It was nothing. Be seeing you. Greetings. Error. That interaction is not understood.
Differential
You're locked.
association.
A derivative provides the slope of a function at any point. Further
Greetings.
examination will be
Error.
necessary.
That interaction is not understood. Report logged.
They exhibit unusual brain activity. An outside signal is affecting their
A
thought
derivative
process.
provides the slope of a function.
What can we do for them?
Nothing immediate, though if you scan others, I may be able to locate the source of the signal. He exhibits relatively normal brain activity, though there are signs of highly elevated stress. Further scans are required. This person shows signs of the same outside interference. I have now traced the source of the signal, marking the nav point on your map.
We've got targets! You're not supposed to be in here?
What the hell are you doing to those people out there?
It's an experiment.
Physically, no harm has come to them. They're fine.
You're doing all this on purpose? Are you insane?
We've been called worse back home.
We used to work for an organization called Cerberus.
Until our boss decided he'd rather spend money on truly crazy ideas like bringing back people from the dead.
Project Lazarus. Pure voodoo.
But in Andromeda, we're our own masters. And what you saw out there, it's the birth of something amazing. A biological network.
A host of minds all linked together, connected. We're harnessing the power of consciousness to create a new kind of supercomputer.
What is Cerberus about?
Purity. We think humanity should chart its own course, free of alien laws or the morality designed to hold us back.
Our boss was straying from the path, lost his focus. He and that Lawson woman were recruiting all the wrong people. Friends in low places.
Andromeda is a chance for a do-over. Humanity should call the shots here. The rest can follow our lead.
What are you doing on Kadara?
The Badlands is a perfect place to do the work that needs to be done. Must be done.
Against all these new threats in Andromeda, it's vital we find an edge for humanity.
What exactly is this experiment doing to those people out there?
The right energy focused at the right frequency can entrain a person's consciousness. The mind is ultimately just electromagnetic patterns.
You mean mind control?
Those people were banished. They're criminals. They were using their minds to make trouble anyway. We thought we'd make better use.
And now, by linking them together, they're like a living computer, but working at the speed of thought. Similar to the computer you've got in your head.
Enough of this. Sam?
I've located the control for the signal. It will shut the experiment down.
We can't stop you, but those people depend on the signal now. Their minds need it to function. Leave them be. What?
I've heard enough. How do we shut this experiment down, Sam?
I can tune the signal against the scientists as punishment, freeing the people. The victims will likely suffer complications as a result. Or I can alter the nature of the signal to ease the victim's predicament, unlock the system from further changes.
Or I could just walk away and do nothing. Change the signal. Try to make things easier on those people.
You ruined it. Those people are no good to us now.
Glad I could help. Now go back and crawl under the rock you came from.
If I had my way, I'd put a bullet in him. Bloody ex-Cerberus or Cerberus. Never did like them. If you have played Mass Effects 1, 2 and 3, you'll be well aware of who they are and what they represent. Alright, off to the next one.
Why was your galaxy called the Milky Way?
It's not.
But Liam said...
Milky Way is what the humans call it. We have our own word. Solarians have theirs.
So, what do you call it?
It's 600 years away. I call it gone.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
That'll make life
Nice
a little
work.
bit easier.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
It says here this weapon cache is headed for a specific camp. Sam?
With more information, I can determine the source of the transmissions.
to investigate here.
My sense.
This weapon cache was headed for the same location as the first.
With more data, I can triangulate the source.
So just like the random missions we used to pick up on Vold, this is similar, same thing we kind of do on Kadara.
No gun, no credits. I'm not looking for trouble. Wait, you don't look like one of them. You're not here to kill me, are you?
I don't want trouble either. I'm from the Nexus.
I figured, but you can never be too careful. Outcast, collective, they'll all shoot you for the lint in your pocket.
Just how dangerous is the water anyway?
Very, unless it's purified. The Angara have a filtration system that takes out the lethal stuff. Still tastes like a Krogan's undersuit. Smells, too.
Appetizing.
That's Kadara for you. What doesn't kill you, makes you wish it did.
You get a lot of Ket out here?
Not many. Sloan saw to that when we first arrived. I've heard rumblings, though. People going missing, tech breaking down. Makes me wonder if she really got all of them.
Which team are you batting for? Outcasts or Collective?
Neither. I wasn't even going to join the Nexus Rebellion until my brother convinced me. He died in the uprising. By the time I had a change of heart, it was too late. Now I try to keep my head down and not take sides. Best way to stay alive, in my opinion.
Stay safe out here.
Yeah, safe.
It's not pretty, but at least he's trying to eke out a mega life.
There it is. Last known location of this Johann guy. Hopefully Remy's inside. And alive.
Expect the worst, then be surprised. That's my motto. Nice aim.
All right. Let's find Remy.
That was easy. And as you can tell, when you equip different skill sets, you know, gone from my, you know, weapons attack one to my biotics, you can notice that my ammo count for the rifle is at 150%.
Some of the victim's organs are missing.
Oh,
Detecting traces of human flesh and blood.
Sam, are you saying they were eating people?
Yes, Pathfinder.
Hopefully they kill them first.
Come on, Drac.
What? Just saying.
Are you all right?
They were going to eat me.
I know.
They brought a group of us here from the slums, said we'd be safe. I'm the only one left.
You're safe now. It's over.
No, it's not. I'm still stuck in the Badlands, even though I paid my protection fee.
I know. The outcast who wrongly kicked you out of Kadara Port. He sent me.
Are they going to let me back in?
At the very least. Grayson, I found Remy. We need a pickup.
Thank God. I'll send a shuttle right away.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I thought I was going to die here.
People can be just disgusting in some ways. So that's pretty much that area done. For now, at least. Alright, we will fast travel to here and start working our way through this area here, and then we'll make our way to the west here.
He's special. A unique, once-in-a-lifetime leader that understands strategy, the enemy, and a fighter's heart. Under his command, we see more success against the Ket. Angara greatly respect him.
Good enough for me.
Since they're just down the road, let's go get them. Well, we might find some more of that mission thing here as well. So let's do a sweep through here. Can't blame the Fiend, he did most of the work for it. worth a look around anyway. Oh, of course, just to be a pain.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Oh, another one just down here, so let's go down here and see what we can get.
This area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
Kadara's water is fixed, but Sloane Kelly? She's still a problem.
What about the charlatan? The collective's gaining power.
We do not know the charlatan's identity. Sloane may be our only option. Vidal could offer insight.
Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Alright, so the whole point to come to Kadara is actually relatively close to being completed now.
Shit, someone's coming. Act normal.
Nice day for a stroll, huh?
Don't mind our friend here. He's, just tired. Needed a little nap is all. Be good as new.
Guys, he did.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
How we missed that, I will never know, but oh well, we got there in the end.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
Oh, that one was literally standing out to us.
Pathfinder, we are nearing Charybdis Point. The Exile camp mentioned in Yafir's logs. This is the murder
We
site
should talk to
Mr.
whoever's
Vidal
in charge.
asked you to
Search
investigate.
the area for clues.
Pathfinder. Then Terev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of ZR. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
Poor bastard.
Not one of mine.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
A home filled with strangers becomes a prison. Axel's words.
We do not know if the wielder was Angaran. An exile could have stolen the blade.
It's a start.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
This DNA, along with the inscription and footprints, supports the theory proposed by Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder.
Let's pay our local Rokar a visit.
You know where they are?
I wasn't sitting on my ass this whole time. I'm looking at the place right now.
Send me the coordinates. These murders stopped today.
Sometimes scanning and that can be a little glitchy in this game. Alright, to do the main reason why we came to Kadara, let's get that done.
Alright. Keep an eye out for anything that might be connected to the poisoned Angara. Found it.
Clearly that's broken.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
We're one step closer to building a home in Helios.
Sure, kid.
So effectively that was the entire reason for coming here.
Just shut up. You agreed to it like the rest of us. When's dinner?
Welcome to Karabdis Point. Name's Malix. You looking for a place to hole up? Got some open beds. Food and clean water cost extra.
Take it you don't have any private rooms?
I could put up a sheet.
I'll pass.
Suit yourself.
How'd you end up on Kadara?
Followed Sloan from the Nexus, but couldn't pay her protection fees. No fancy port for me.
She forced you out?
Those are the rules. Can't pay the fees, can't live on the mountain. First few months were tough. No water, no weapons to hunt. I really thought I was gonna die out here.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I found other exiles. Put the strength in numbers theory to the test. Thus, Karabdis Point was born.
One of your neighbors was murdered.
ZR's dead?
Very. Know anything that could help me track his killer?
No. ZR had a habit of shooting anyone who got close to his lawn. Still, grumpy bastard had his uses. People think twice about robbing you when there's a Krogan next door.
You get a lot of business out here?
Our establishment might not look like much, but spend a few nights in the Badlands and we're practically Hotel Azure. Clean beds, warm grub, and the only place for miles with properly filtered water. Serious amenities on Kadara.
My squad and I came across an Angaran town not far from here. The inhabitants were poisoned. Their water filters had been tampered with.
Nasty way to go.
I know Karabdis Point was causing trouble for the Angara.
Really? It's news to me. I just sell beds.
And clean water?
I don't like what you're implying, Pathfinder. Either rent a bed or get the fuck out. Please.
Yeah, he's neck deep in the shit.
Picked clean.
Water filters. The make and design matches those found in the Angaran town.
Guess it was too much to hope exiles weren't involved.
So much death. And for what?
Hey. You just couldn't leave it alone.
These filters. You stole the design from the Angara, didn't you?
This doesn't concern you. Walk away. Before you can't.
I won't ask again. Where did you get the filter designs?
There's a history here you wouldn't understand.
Try me.
We couldn't pay Sloane's protection fees, so she forced us out. We came to the Angara for help. Starving. Dying. But instead of being decent, those flapheads bled us dry. Credits. Clothes. Weapons. They took everything.
Not everything. You survived. You set up here.
The Angara are the only ones who know how to properly filter this planet's water. All we wanted was to be self-sufficient. I offered to pay for the designs. They refused.
So you poisoned them?
And took all their business.
You're a monster.
No, I'm a survivor. Kill them.
Grenade! At least the Angara got some justice.
Thank you, Ryder.
Happy I paid attention to where he got flung off to. Alright, so I'll leave it this way for now. We will do some more missions to the southwest next episode, and also probably get us off this planet by then. But we shall see what happens. Okay everyone, we'll leave it there for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to be notified the next time we have an episode come out, make sure you tap that bell or notification icon. Thanks for watching everyone, and until next time, see ya.